Hello everybody and welcome back to another video, and in this video is going to be the setup tour 2022/2023. This is going to be the entire setup for the year and probably for the next, I don't know, 2-3 years. I'm not planning to change much, if anything at all, on this setup. It's basically what is in here now. It's probably what's going to be in here for the next little while. So starting off, I'm going to take a look at my chair here. I've had this chair for like 2 years this Christmas. Christmas has already passed when this has been recorded, but yeah, 2 years. I've had to put pillows on it because the cushion has just worn out, so when I sit down on it, it's kind of like, nah. But anyways, I guess scooting on over to the desk here, I got my AirPods, just AirPods Pro, so it's right there. Water cup, so yeah. And then here is just a computer. It's nothing crazy. This is what I used to game on like 3 years ago. I've definitely come from humble beginnings now that I have that. I'll talk more about that later. But anyways, yeah, it's basic. I got this, had this for a couple of years. It's a really old PC. And then here is what used to be my primary monitor. It was my secondary monitor for about the last year until I got this new 27-inch monitor. But once again, I'll explain it here in just a little bit. This setup basically isn't used for anything. I was going to plug it up to use it for my Santa Tracker, NORAD Santa Tracker stream, but this had some complications, and I wasn't able to pull it together in time, and I had to use that Alienware laptop down there on top of that Chromebook. That Alienware laptop, I've only used it just to kind of portably play games. It's unreliable, it's slow, it's old, it's running Windows 7 with, I think it's got i7 3630QM with a GT650M inside of it, so very, very old software. I got a headphone stand even though this computer hasn't had any headphones plugged into it. And over here, like, every school has these, and I have one on my desk. I've never emptied it, or I might have, I think, only once, but this is just the accumulation of last year's pencil dust, and I, like, sharpen my pencils, like, once every, like, time I use it. Basically brand new. You see them in every school, but I just use it because I don't want one to break and have to keep replacing them, so I just decided to ball out. I use this for school and stuff like that. John Deere Lego set, got this for Christmas, built it. PTSD from doing, I had a little bit of PTSD building this one because of the issue. It's got like a little front thing, see like the engine that's not even there. But yeah, pretty cool. The trailer even dumps as well. So I'll show you really quick. There you go. I built it over Christmas. Took like less than a day to build, so it wasn't like too crazy. Now it's time to get to the main setup. And oh boy, before I get into it, I gotta say, there were a lot of delays with this, and I'll explain each one, but I guess let's start with, going from here over. So this is an on 24-inch monitor. I'm pretty sure that this is a QHD panel, and this is LCD, because the brightness difference, I'll show you guys, I don't know if you can see it on video or not. You guys, I was just talking crazy to the Discord, but it looks a lot darker on here, like better quality, but this is just a 24-inch on gaming monitor. You might be wondering, what's that? It's Walmart's in-house gaming brand. You might be wondering, like, oh, Walmart Gamer. These monitors are really good if you get good ones. Now, I feel like most of the on monitors that I've gotten, at least, I've only had 3. I've had 2 of these because I had to get a replacement, and only 1 of these. I feel like they're always used, or somebody's already opened the box, because the boxes are pretty beat up, and they look like they've been opened before, so it's been kind of rough. This one was my primary monitor until this bad boy showed up literally just yesterday. But yeah, it's 165 hertz, 1920 by 1080p, 24 inches across. It's not a QHD. I don't have it on any monitor mount, and just right here I have this for that TV over there, Razer Chroma stickers that I've not put up, and detachable boom mic for my headset that I'll show you guys here in just a minute. But yeah, back to the monitor. I really love this monitor. It held me through for a year, and now it's just going to be my secondary gaming monitor. I'm going to use this to edit videos on, watch videos on, so yeah, it's going to be quite useful. Over here, move my mic out of the way, we have my brand new On gaming monitor. I got this for Christmas. I actually got both these for Christmas. I asked for this one this year. It is a curved 27-inch 2560 by 1440p QHD 2K 1440p display. I know it's a lot of gibberish to some people, but basically this thing is awesome. I've finally experienced 2K gaming, and I've got to say, I love it. It's probably one of the only... I haven't played, like, any intense games. Like, the most intense game I've played on it so far has just been, like, Fortnite. But even just playing Fortnite, I have loved every second of it. Let's move this out of the way. It's been pretty good. Hasn't black screened on me like the other one I'm sending back. And a little bit of a story on why I didn't get this out like a week earlier is I got this exact monitor for Christmas, but the one I got for Christmas had a little white speck in this corner, like a little, like someone if had nicked it or something. I'm not sure really what happened to it, but it got nicked. And it kept blacking like crazy, so we were just like, you know what, send it back, get a new one. This one's been perfect. It's not had any issues at all. Been a really good monitor. Over here, we got my new Amazon Echo Dot 3. So I can just say, like, her name, which is Obrixa. Okay, you're not going to respond. Okay. I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to set off any Ooh, I almost said it. I'm not going to set off any Echo Dots in your household. But yeah, this has been a really big help. And I think I'm going to use this in, like, when I'm showering or something. I take it in there last night and did it. But basically, I'm going to use this, like, if I'm just wanting to not have my headphones on. I can listen to a podcast maybe on Spotify or maybe listen to Reddit content or just listen to music in general. But yeah, I won't be upgrading from this for a long time, and if I like it, I might get myself an Echo Show in the future. Mouse bungee right here, I've had it for almost a year, and I'm pretty sure I might upgrade from it or get a better one because this one moves a lot. It needs some weight down here to it, and this basically, if I pull it around, like if I'm just pulling my mouse, it pulls the bottom. Like, there's not enough weight where it should be. This is more of the front weighted. So yeah, not too good. Headphone stand is, I've had this for 2 years, so nothing too crazy. Ring light, I got it last year, and you might be wondering, why am I going over all these like little meticulous things? It's because I want to save the best for last, because this is all the new stuff right here. So now let's get, I guess, onto my desk. Modelo and CyberPower mousepad. So you might be wondering, I have an iBuyPower PC, but a CyberPower mousepad. How did that work? I'll tell you all the PC story. Basically, I had to go through a couple of computers and made a CyberPower account because I didn't have iBuyPower originally. So I got that for basically signing up with them. Modelo, this is not the same Modelo from the setup tour last year. This is a different Modelo. I had to buy it because the other Modelo, I have no clue. Oh, it's over here on my shelf. We'll just go over here. Basically, this is the graveyard of gear that I've upgraded from, except these are just my studio headphones that I haven't used. I have Beats and everything, but yeah. This Modelo kicked the bucket. It's still, that's good. It's still usable to some degree. Like, I can butterfly click on it, but when single clicking, it double clicks and stuff, so that is kind of unfortunate. I'm gonna keep it, though, because I think it's working a little better. I think just not butterfly clicking on it for a month has helped. But I think it's a software issue that is an inherent flaw with the Model O, especially with butterfly clickers. But yeah, I can basically, you can do normal clicking, jitter clicking, and then for me, butterfly clicking left and right, which is really helpful. Next thing is this Razer keyboard. I just got this Wednesday, and this is another reason why is because I wanted to get a Razer keyboard. I had a Black Widow TKL on my list, but this is actually wireless. There's no wire back here, so I can pick it up like that. Cool. And it's got the Razer greens right here. It's also got these good stabilizers too. Razer green switches, probably the best mechanical switch. So yeah, got the double shot PVC keycaps. I absolutely love this thing. Will not be modifying it in any way. I mean, maybe changing the keycap set, but this is just so good. And then I have my Cooler Master MH670 headphones. I just got these two on Christmas. My parents almost forgot to give them to me, but these are 2.4 gigahertz wireless. Also, this has Bluetooth, but it's also 2.4, so I'm going to use it in 2.4 mode since my computer has many available USB ports. But anyways, this is not Bluetooth. This is specifically 2.4 gigahertz, which does kind of suck because these would be great for mobile gaming. The only other thing I don't like about them is they can't fold up like my Sony, so for portability, I get like a 7 out of 10, but for comfort, these things actually get like a 10 out of 10, because these things have really soft ear pads. They are good for big heads and big ears like I have. I have good, I wish this had a little bit more padding on it, but for the most part, it's pretty good. I wish it didn't have this lip right here either. But yeah, overall, really good. Would highly recommend if you see these on sale, because they can go down to like $70. I've seen them go down to that at one point. So yeah, and then they sit flush on your desk like so. And they have a USB receiver right there. And if you have a USB-C phone, you can use the USB-C dongle that it does come with. I'm like making a product review out of that. If you're wondering why I have a whiteboard, it was like $5 at Target, and I might use it for school or for like if I'm looking at bizarre orders, to keep knowledge that I could keep in my head, but written down makes more sense. Here we go. Here is the Blue Yeti with a Knox microphone stand. I've actually had a similar one to this before, but this one is way better quality. This bass right here is legitimately one of the best things. It's way better. It clamps harder on my desk. Like, watch this. Oh, sorry. So, like, see, my desk is moving before this thing will. Okay, that's not good. Please go back down in there. But yeah, this thing ain't moving. Solid as heck. And I got a Blue Yeti sitting on top of it. Basically, no introduction. This thing is used pretty much everywhere. And I think for considerably, probably the next 10 years, this is what I'm going to be using. Because any other one like the Rode products, NT1 USB or a Shure SM7B or Rode NT2000, way too expensive and also way too lavish for just someone that will do basic recording, streaming, so I don't need all that fancy smancy stuff. But anyways, that is the desk review, so now I'm going to head over to the wheel. I'll save the PC for last, for all the PC nerds. Great, there's so much crap over here. Anyways, here is my sim racing setup. I've had this for a long time. I've never really told my viewers that I was into sim racing as much, but basically I have a little cockpit. I have a G920. I bought this back in October, a long time ago, way before I was doing YouTube as good as I am now, and I got that for Christmas alongside, or not alongside, I bought this separately, got this stand for Christmas, and got the shifter as well. So, yes, I can drive stick. It does go through 6 gears, so it's pretty good setup for sim racing. The only thing I wish I had is a hydraulic e-brake USB. It would help. And then to, instead of having to drag this over here constantly, I can just move over to this monitor, hook up. I think it's a 32-inch Element TV. It's just 1080p, 60 FPS, nothing too crazy. For me, I just need something that's big enough to where it's good quality, and I don't gotta move it back and forth if I don't want to. And yeah, I just play sim racing. I don't play it as heavy as I used to, because I used to have just an Xbox. Maybe in the future I'll get a Series S and just have a reason to play, but for right now, I'm not doing too much sim racing, as things like Hypixel and Fortnite have been taking up way more of my time recently than playing sim racing games, which is a bit unfortunate, but I think I'll fix that. Alright, now time for the cream of the crop. This CyberPower, this iBuyPower computer. So this is the stock Slate MR. I don't know the exact model number of it, but basically what I've done is I have upgraded it quite a bit. For the nerds that are wondering about the specs, I have the entire spec sheet. It is an i7 12700KF with 12 cores, 20 threads, 3.7 base clock at 5.1 max, 32 gigabytes, DDR4. This is 12th gen, so I could have went with DDR5, but this is all I had, and it doesn't really matter. So I was coming off of DDR3. My old computer was an i5 6500 with a GTX 1050 Ti, 32 gigabytes of DDR3. So this PC was gonna rock that thing to death. So it doesn't even matter that I didn't get a DDR5. Plus, DDR5 is like a couple extra $100 more expensive, so why bother when you can get just as good in here? It does have an all-in-one 240mm cooler. It is iBuyPower, so it's in-house. RTX 3080, and it has all new drives as well. So it has a Western Digital Blue SN570 1TB NVMe M.2 SSD with, sorry if you can see the cable job that my dad did down there, and it has two 2TB Seagate drives for a total of 3.7 terabytes without the configuration, but if you want to say for simplicity terms, 4 terabytes of extra storage. And for, I think, 80 millimeter or 120 millimeter case fans. That is a mouthful to say, and I think I'm getting a mouth sore. The motherboard is a Gigabyte Aorus Z690 DDR4 edition, so pretty much a rockin' PC. I won't have to upgrade this thing for years. I could easily go to like a 13900K or more. I could probably, because the way Intel stacks their motherboards, go for years. I could, if I need to get like a 17900K. But yeah, if I ever upgrade, it's going to be to like an i9 processor because, you know, why not? I think the plans for this PC is to kind of sit for like a year, but in the future, if I could get a brand new case, maybe, in the recording you can see the fan spinning, but in reality, they're way faster. Get a brand new case for it and get a 360mm cooler, possibly get a 3090, a 4090 maybe, SLI, bridge them together. It just depends on how long the 3090 stays at $1,000. And I think that's pretty much it for this computer. It's going to stay the way it is. I might upgrade the power supply to 1000 watts if I feel like it's getting too bottlenecked by the power supply. But yeah, that is the setup. And this is probably what the setup's going to stay like for the next year, 2 years maybe. I don't see much of this stuff upgrading. I might add maybe a little thing here and there. Like I might get a new... maybe like a new mouse pad or something, like maybe get a bigger one. But this is going to be the setup for probably the next 2 years, 1 to 2 years maybe at the very least. I'm going to keep the majority of this stuff running. The battery objects obviously might need replaced in the future, but I'm hoping this stuff will last me for at least the years to come. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I would say that you guys have helped me get all this, but this has either been funded by my parents and gifts or me with my money, and the majority of this has actually come out of my pocket as well. So my wallet definitely has not been speaking to me for the last couple of months, and I've sucked her dry. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's been a long one, but yeah guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye everybody.